actually getting a phone call from the manager from the Wonderballs. Michael, we've got you on the line, mate.
Don't you ever ignore my calls again. I was calling up just to find out what the hell I was listening to. Tim, I absolutely respect you as a cricket player. When it comes to cricket, you are the Michael Jordan of owning teams. I smell on the tape.
Well, speak about on the tape. You're umpiring this game.
This match should be illegal.
Thank you very much for your contribution to the podcast, Michael.
Well. One of the great games. You're not wrong. That was excellent. Let's see what that's done to the ladder, because it will have huge ramifications. They were in 5th a minute ago. They've moved down to 7th. Yeah, okay, right. So, there's still too much to go. But I think that means, I don't know. Oh, it's too much of a tip. I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. Hashtag COVID Cricket 19. Sucking on these nuts. Every single person involved is on the take.
Until they listen to this podcast and change the system.
Fuck. Cricket. Balls. And then make like a
Oh my God. After 30 long games and a month and a bit of cricket simulated through the powers of Xboxy goodness, it's the hashtag COVID Cricket 19's grand final event. Well, I'm one half of your hosts tonight, Luke Gold. In the commentary box with me tonight is Tim Stanton, and we will be taking you through the last and final game of the inaugural hashtag COVID Cricket Cup. Hashtag COVID Cricket 19. You think by now I would understand what the place is called, but no, Tim hasn't given me any credit here, and nor should he, because I have got it wrong in the final event. Anyway, tonight we will see the Golden Nuggets up against the ETC, the El Tigre Chinos. Both, thank you, Fart Break Kid, already throwing a few dingers yourself in the chat, I can see. But Tim, we've got two teams tonight that I think represent the best of this competition. Both annihilations in the semi-finals, nothing to speak of there. So both teams coming into this competition grand final on a heater. Your thoughts going in?
Well, you've touched on the point there, Luke. Both teams riding heaters, peaking at the right time. Both strong wins in their final match, followed into strong wins in their semi-final match against their respective opponents. We have seen both teams rely heavily upon the opening batsman stand. Aaron Finch, key man for the Nuggets. Usman Khawaja, key man for the El Tigre Chinos. I think that's where it's going to lie tonight. Basically, I'm calling it, this game is a Aaron Finch versus Usman Khawaja matchup. Whoever comes out on top in that matchup, I believe, will win the game. So let's get involved in the Twitch chat. We see Timothy J. Stanton, LFG, ETC. Well, I agree with that sentiment there. Dane's heart, Dane73, owner of Dogs of War, his heart is with the Nuggets tonight. So yeah, don't be afraid to get involved in the Twitch chat. We don't mind a bit of light roasting either way. So we're gonna go straight into it, Luke. Let's do it. Nothing to it but to do it. You can see the overalls have definitely changed because ETC's overall last night was 79. So that proves the theory.
Yes, there has been
that there is some sort of scaling. I don't know what you want to call it, but like dynamic grading, I suppose. Yeah. That might be the better way to describe it.
As team owner, would you prefer to be wearing the first strip or the secondary strip tonight, Tim? Big call to make.
Well, all right. This leads into a bigger item. As the second-ranked team left, we should be hosting the final, but in this game, it's a basic game. It has given the home field advantage tonight to the Golden Nuggets because they beat the number one team. And as Luke's just pointed out, to be the man, you've got to beat the man. They beat the man, and now they've gotten on top for home field advantage tonight. And I'm absolutely disgusted because my team is set up for a spinning deck, and I'm not going to get it. Now, a Five Break Kid says, let's go the second strip. Can I see my retro strip? I mean, go back to the main strip. I mean, if we win the premiership, you kind of want it in your main strip. So I think that's what we'll go for tonight. Now, if it was, but if the shoe was on the other foot and I was the Golden Nuggets, I'd make them wear black for bias. Okay, so let's go into the teams here. Luke's just getting through the late mail. Got a line with Dobbo, so he's just going to get that all in order. Alright, so it looks like we're set. Okay, we are set. Oh, as we go, Aaron Finch, captain and opening. We've already mentioned that's the key matchup here tonight. Finch and Weatherall to open the batting. The money man, Marnus Labuschagne, in at 3. The Silkstar, fresh from his neck reduction, Peter Hanscom. Alex Ross, Jason Sanger. The bowler of the tournament, in at 7. Matthew Kelly, Pat Cummins, Joel Paris, and Chris Tremaine round out the side for the home team tonight, the Golden Nuggets. Best overall is somehow Peter Hanscom, despite not doing anything in this entire competition. As we go to the El Tigre Chinos, I'll talk it through. We've got Usman Khawaja to open the batting with Joe Burns, Glenn Maxwell in at 3, Chris Lynn at 4, Travis Head at 5, the Big Stoyan in at 6, Will Pekoski 7, Agar 8, Stephen O'Keefe 9. I want Jack Wildermuth to be the second bowler tonight. Because we are playing in Welling on a straight deck, we want to try and utilise that this evening. And Joe Many rounds out the side. Juzzy T, good to see he's back from his hashtag culture catch up with Benny G. He wants a super over tonight. Well, we might get it. It's an overcast, cold evening. Now, Luke, you've been involved with the umpire selection for this evening. Who has Commissioner Al allegedly gone with tonight?
Well, I don't think it's a very controversial one. I think pericarditis has earned his position in the top grade. He played well in the first semi-final of this competition, and throughout the competition hasn't made too many doozies. So Perry's been given the top job of umpiring. Yep, definitely the first one. As far as the second one is concerned, we're just going to have a quick look through here. And I think it will be Alex B. Yep, I think it's got to be Alex B. He's been consistent throughout the competition as well. They've been the best two, and with that in mind, they have been given the opportunity tonight. Alex B, famous for only winning the losing trophy when it comes to the Sporting Woods podcast, but given an opportunity tonight to take home some trophy wear. Do they get a ring? Do the umpires get a ring or something for being involved in the grand final, Tim?
Definitely some sort of recognition. That's for sure. As we go straight through to the toss in this grand final, this is hashtag COVID Cricket 19 presented by Sporting Woods Podcast. You should promote Alex B to Alex C. Good chat. Well, wouldn't it be Alex A if it was a promotion?
Alex F.
Benny F. Yeah, you know.
We've been there.
Dane 73 wants heads. What's the market on heads here? I reckon $1.95.
On heads, on a 50-50. Oh, right, okay. Look, I'm not a gambling man. We've been through this.
Gambling companies won't make money if they put it at $2 each way. That's why they put them both at $1.95. So if you've ever bet on an over-under, where it's a 50-50 call, it's always $1.90, $1.95. So they're making money regardless. House always wins, Luke. Yes. One thing to remember... All right, well, we're in. Yes, and thank you very much to our sponsors. This final series has been majorly sponsored by McDonald's, but we still have a couple of our favorites: KFC, Hunger King, Burger King, which is a mix of Burger King and Hungry Jacks, 4X, VB, Tata, Borange, Just Batch It, and so on and so forth. As we go through to the toss. Man, it's tough with Luke sometimes. Well, yes. He doesn't get a lot of things. Hunger King, yes. If you want to quench your hunger, you see the Hunger King. Nobody does burgers at Hunger King. It's all wraps and salads. Okay, well, Luke, what would you be doing here first if you won the toss, given the conditions here tonight?
Well, I think just based on El Tigres getting the opportunity here to call, so the away team there is, I would be looking to bowl first after the first two semi-finals. And the Golden Nuggets have won the toss. Well, Aaron Finch, he's been big dick energy playing it all throughout this competition. What's he going to do here? They're going to have a bat. Big choice there. Look, that is getting on the front foot, not allowing the Tigres a chance to dictate terms early here. And look, Aaron Finch is putting himself out there as the captain and said, "Give me the first ball. I'm gonna show some damage." Then here we go. The last time we will be doing this for the inaugural hashtag COVID Cricket 19. It's been a ride so far, ladies and gentlemen. There's no hats in the field today. Not a single hat on the El Chinos tonight. That is disappointing. Council must be getting on it for sunscreen because I saw a couple of speed dealers, but nothing in the way of protecting that neck. Well, could that have an impact? I mean, it is like an 18-degree game. So, oh, here we go. Look, there we go. The trophy. The trophy's out, ladies and gentlemen. They've shined that one up, thrown a bit of spit on it, given it a bit of a rub. Nothing like a bit of a spit and rub in my experience. And here we go for the first ball of the inaugural grand final of the hashtag COVID Cricket 19. Jake Weatherald will be at the other end, and Aaron Finch will open to Joe Many. And he is, in true fashion of this competition, he is punched that to extra cover for no run. The trophy is beautiful. There's about 400 trophies to choose from. I made sure to get the one that was the coolest, and that I felt was definitely the coolest. Oh, Tim J. Stanton in the chat here saying it'll be beautiful when held up by Lenny. Well, bit of chat thrown early. The Golden Nuggets don't seem to have made away. What time does the game start tonight again? You'll have to ask David Warner whether or not he's been picked at the same stage. He seems to know what's going on. Another dot ball. We're three balls into this grand final, and not a run hath been scored. Joe Many given the opportunity with the ball early. Obviously, Tim doing that because he hasn't got his dusty wicket at home in Kolkata. Yep. And that's enough time. He's had enough. Aaron Finch, long handle, gets pulled out of the golf bag, and the Hyundai sponsors of the final series get a run there, along with Borange Mosaic Tiles Airlines, not Mosaic Tiles. They're a different thing altogether. We are not affiliated with them at all. But 4 runs off the over so far. It's been a good one here for the Tigres. Oh, that's lovely bowling there. Really squared him up. Kept nothing he could do with that unless he was willing to play a bigger shot. They're all in close, obviously, being for the first over, but not willing to risk it just yet.
Yeah.
Oh, just as I've said it, he's got a bit of confidence, and he's put that one through extra. Mid-wicket, and 8 runs off the first over. Tim.
Bro Kid saying fuck Mosaic Tiles. Yes, well, they've come under some heavy scrutiny in the last couple of weeks. Patient start there from Aaron Finch. Knows the importance of this game. It is the grand final.
The captain is going with the
can you sell me some Mosaic Tiles in the voice of Frank? Hello, Tim Stanton from Mosaic Tiles. This weekend only, 50% off all tiles.
Pretty good.
That's all right. I hope you like that, Juzzy T. Juzzy T, you'll be remembered for the requests, man.
Mate, absolutely.
Throughout this competition. Also, moonlighting as our Sporting Woods hashtag COVID Cricket 19 marketing department. And a fun fact here and there as well. Oh. Jack Wildermuth he's had a very prominent end to this competition. The 3-wicket over against Uru Pubidus. He took one last night at least, so Juzzy T saying he'd buy some mosaic tiles after that ad. Oh, and I think that was an edge. Just didn't carry. I was saying it was a patient start from Aaron Finch, but definitely looking to target Wildermuth here. Happy to see the bad ones from Many Dispatch, but really wants to, press forward here against Jack Wildermuth. Put him under some pressure early. And there he does. Executed well there from Aaron Finch. 4 runs. Thanks to Borange and Jakob Cheddar as we see Alex B with the hip action. Sealing the 4. Bukowski just admiring the view from back there. There's not much you can do about that. It wasn't a bad ball, but just excellently put away from Aaron Finch.
Yep. Aussies tried it again. This time it squirts off the side of the bat and just down to third man for the 1 run. Juzzy Tate saying what I think would really take this competition to the next level. Great point to getting it right at the last game is for your voices to go up an octave after every delivery. So what, we end up in falsetto for the last... Oh, actually in harmony, Tim goes high, I go... Oh no, you go low, I go high. Well, I mean, we could try that, but I don't know how well we would go with that. Hard pass from Tim. Maybe I'll have to go the one that goes deep. I've gone too deep too early. I don't know if I've got another layer to go down for every ball. Let me see if I can do that. Okay. Oh, baby. I'm at the bottom and we've only got 2.1 balls bowled. I don't think we could do it. I sound like John Law. Was it John Law that did the Valvoline ads? Valvoline. Oh, this might be out. Oh, I mean, this might be out. Oh. the music teacher and the Golden Nuggets owner, Jesse, is screaming at the concept of going up at that rate of exponential nature.
Right on.
Oh, God. All right. Can I do the next over in the voice of Tim and Luke? No, I don't think so, Juzzy Tate. Mate, it's getting to... These are getting ridiculous. I mean, what if I just said I was Luke, but no, I was Tim doing an impersonation of Luke. Oh, this one is spanked over the top. That's going to be the first 6. Yes, Aaron Finch looking strong here. Tim, you did say before... Well, Luke, you did say before the competition that this would be the danger man, and it seemed to be the case so far.
Well, Finch sanity has come to Windy Wellington here. I did make the call early. Whoever wins out of Finch and Khawaja will take their team to victory and the championship here tonight. I don't think there's any doubt about that. So, I think keeping Finch under 30 would be a victory here. He's been on fire towards the back end of this competition, so seeing it well, and that's why we've opted for pace early to try and get some edges, because he does like hitting over extra cover, as that's straight through the gap there. Brilliant. It was a box field, able to penetrate, but didn't get all of it. That's okay. They're looking at 3. They're running 3. And that's out. I reckon this is out. As pericarditis just going to the... And this is Aaron Finch. Oh, that is close. Can we wind it back? Out. Oh, no. And that's out. Aaron Finch has run himself out. Oh, no. The Nuggets, the man impersonating Ashanega out on the fence. Oh, well. But, yeah, Juzzy T, you said you wanted insanity. We've got it. Labuschagne to the crease as look, you're on a heater, and the man impersonating Ashanega giving the ball here to Labuschagne. Deliberate tactic, perhaps. A poor ball to start, but Labuschagne now, he has scored a lot of runs, but not at a high strike rate. He'll have to up that today.
Yes.
In this grand final, if there are any chance. I thought about running straight to the fielder. Bit of a momentum shift, definitely. I know it's only been a couple of balls. Let's everyone relax, but a bit of nerves there. It is the grand final. Not a lot of these players would have played grand finals like this before.
Right there.
No, certainly not in this this competition, Tim. But that said, look at them ears. I'll give it away if that is a photo of Ashton Agar that they've used, and not just like a police sketch, perhaps. Maybe that's what they've used in that case from from when he was a child. But either way, Juzzy Tate, this is my last request for probably like the over. Can you do the Law and Order song into Chase the Sun? Oh, that is an easy one. You're right. Oh, jeez, is that a drop catch? Oh no, I think that might have been. We might have a look at that. Yeah, I think we've got a dropped catch here. Tim, do you want to take us through it while I do the run it?
Well, Bukowski has been wicket keeping quite well, but did cost us a match against the Mad Kents for the commentator's curse. Hard to say, but I reckon it possibly did come off the edge there.
Where's the
Thermal vision. Oh, he smashed it. Oh, and that's a drop catch. Well. We saw how drop catches have cost teams in the past. George Bailey.
Yep.
Now, Marnus Labuschagne on naught, dropped by Bukowski. The ring-in wicketkeeper, El Tigre Chino's opting to not pick a wicketkeeper. It has cost them one game so far. Hasn't cost them the big one here tonight. We'll have to wait and see, Luke.
Bow, bum, bum, bow, 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 bow. Oi. That was shit.
Yes.
Lovely shot over the top of this might be caught. It will be caught. It's gone. No, Marnus, it hasn't cost them anything in the end. Joe Manny brought on for a third over here, and what do you know? He's been able to catch the danger man, Marnus Labuschagne. Well, the cats are well within the pigeons now. As this one, he's tried to smoke it over the top, and it's a great catch. Agar has got a hand in everything. He's the golden touch man tonight, and Marnus, well, falling for a duck. Well. That's brought the moderate neck lizard to the crease now that he's had his reduction surgery there, Jordan Silk, and all left in front of him to do. 2 for 27 off 4.2. He's tried here, and they're going to look to get a single, and they will. That's Agar again. Goodness me, it's just he's got magnets in that hand of his. As pericarditis, he has been ordered to cut those sideburns, but the mustache he refused to budge on. Tim.
Yep. As Luke just burps off mic there. Now Jordan Silk, again, not a recognised high run scorer, but Weatherald is. He has scored runs in this competition, so they'll be relying heavily on him for the rest of the inning. Dare I say, Weatherald has to go as close to a century as possible to post a good score. Now, I can't remember too many high scores being chased down here at Windy Wellington at the Basin Reserve. So maybe 150. 150 is certainly defendable.
Yeah.
So if that might be the number they've got in mind, given the strike power they've just lost, and they don't have the strongest middle order of the competition. Oh, as we see a Montreal mishap and a no ball.
Keeper's end.
Wow, just sold into the wounds. Good throw maybe, but no, easily done. So a free hit here for the Silkmeister. Let's see what he can do. Pericarditis signaling. Manny, he's cooked. He's only got one ball left here, so hopefully he can have a spell, come back for that one over later in the second half of the innings.
Another no ball.
And it's another no ball, so that's a reverse finching. We've got a Hilton Cartwright situation thanks to Jakob Shop Cheddar. Not what they wanted. Juzzy T, owner of Uru Pubudu, saying, sources tell me George Bailey has reached out to Herschel Gibbs to ask him how to get over his drop catch and for some guidance on getting back on the horse. Gibbs' reply summed it quite nicely. Yep. Who the fuck are you and why are you calling me at 2:30 in the morning? As we see Jordan Silk on another free hit thanks to Tim's good food get a boundary. So that one no ball has cost about 10 runs there. And that sees Golden Nuggets on their way now.
Yeah.
So they've changed the momentum here. We'll see Agar come on here. But Maiden over to start with. Oh. So he's bowled 7 dot balls here, Ashton Agar. Early contender for Big Dick Energy Player of the Game.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I think there'll be a handful of maidens throughout this competition up until this stage, as that one is whipped through extra cover. This should run away. It might hold up. They're running through. They're not gonna get there. That's gonna be 4 runs. Yeah, off the second ball of the over here, and Weatherald is gonna get a wriggle on. That'll be 11 off 6 so far for the young fella. And these two really do need to go at least another 8-9 overs together if they're going to put anything together.
Yep.
Oh, he's exposed the stumps, but
Keeper.
played it well enough just to get it around the corner for 1 run. It was well on the offside though. He could have probably just pushed that through the extra cover region again, but you know, we love a bit of pageantry here. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. And Agar here now gets a chance at silk. And that's a nice ball. And yet, play with the respect it deserved. Well, Juzzy Tate, you should know, owning the team. I guess the question is, come next season, will Juzzy Tate be bold enough to take George Bailey in his team after quite possibly, potentially dropping
Wait.
the competition? Breaking news from Juzzy Tate. Monday Madness celebrations ended fast when the team's enjoying a few quiet VBs. Hope those are long necks and it's 8 a.m. in the morning. KFC, 28 in the morning. KFC family feasts are going home in an orderly fashion. Well, I tell you what, I went to McDonald's today. They're the proud sponsor of the hashtag COVID Cricket 19. It only seemed fitting. I bought a modest meal for myself and for my lovely bride.
Yep.
And they asked me when I got to when you go through the drive-thru and they go, can you just go around the corner and park your car and wait? No dramas there. The car in front of me, though, was the reason for another delay. The amount of times that I've been involved in delays at fast food at the moment, the car in front of me bought not 1 family box meal, but 2. And I got to ask yourself, how many burgers does 1 family really need? Because that's like at least 8 burgers. Oh, it doesn't look like it was out. We're going to have a look at our replay here and just see whether or not that's the case. Yeah, no, he was home by a country mile there. Juzzy Tate says, signs weren't good when Bailey didn't face up his ass to the bowler. Should have known at that point that, when the barge ass wasn't showing, then the runs were not going to be a-flowing.
Nice touch. Yes, I haven't eaten in 24 hours from my big post-isolation meal. This wonderful beer that we're having in the commentary box is the first thing I've eaten. And another catch! Ashton Agar again gets Weatherall 3 for 51. Joe Menny coming in for his last over.
Bowl him out.
Jason Behrendorff-esque bowling out.
Well.
Well. Weatherall had to go for it, or felt the need to go for it. Didn't get all of it. And the man impersonating Ashton Agar. 2 catches, a run out, a maiden, a drop catch off his bowling. It's all happening for the young man.
The right-handed batsman is coming in.
Peter Hanscom, highest rated player in the match today. Oh, who would have thought Jordan Silk would have to be the man to instigate a fight back here? Definitely not why he was drafted. He's definitely more of a playing second fiddle, as the running is just all over the place here. But Manny's just bowling really well. Couple of no balls that cost him some runs in his last over, but he is cooked. He's got 1 ball to get through here. Hopefully no more no balls.
Yes.
He's gotten through, but that will be a boundary. Look, 2 for 41. He's been expensive, but he's gotten 2 key wickets, so that's something
The medium pacer is coming into the
for
attack.
him. Juzzy T, most unexpected moment of hashtag COVID-19. It's got to be the alleged Cam White hat-trick. Well, or anything Jason Sanger or Tom Andrews did. His appeals for LBW, I think he must have hit it. They're too busy appealing. They almost ran 2 there. Let's see what happens here. Surely not out. Yes, not even worth. Let's just have a quick peek. It is the grand final to make sure there's full disclosure.
Good pageantry.
And of course, always good pageantry. Well, he's hit it, which is what I thought. Unexpected moment. I mean, giving away 4 buys to win the match. A double toss. Wildermuth. Wildermuth getting in on it, and that is a wide. Jeez. Civvy_Joe right on. Double toss was unexpected. Well, if there's one thing we've learned is to expect the unexpected in hashtag COVID Cricket 19. What about Michael turning off the Xbox in disgust during his semi-final match against the Golden Nuggets? That was certainly unexpected. The Revolution missing out on a final spot, that was unexpected as well.
Yes, catch it!
And the Dogs of... Oh, this cries for catch it. Oh, no! Is that Aishanega? Oh, no, it's Kawaja. Well, Jordan Silk gone. Wildermuth the man here. The decision to open up with 2 opening bowlers has proven right so far. 3 wickets. Between the 2 pace bowlers, 4 LT grade chinos, Jordan Silk has to go. That's a poor shot. Every single player back on the leg side. All he had to do was work it into the gaps. Epi's key or the rain delay in the match between Mid-Thanks Sir and who was that? Dogs of War. Potentially helping Dogs of War get up as close as possible and hindering the Mid-Thanks Sir. Oh God, they thought about running it despite being hit straight to the fielder. There's been just a multitude of unexpected incidents here in the competition, but that's what we love about it. As we see Wildermuth coming in, there's 2 balls remaining in this over. 4 for 59 off 7.4. Agar involved in everything today. Thanks to our sponsors in the background there, Mosaic Airlines and Borange. This is hashtag COVID Cricket 19, the grand final. The playoffs are sponsored by McDonald's. Oh, and a great delivery to finish the over there from Jack Wildermuth. So he ends up 1 for 13 off his 2 overs so far. The Nugs 4 for 59 off 8. The runs are there, but they've just lost it in the wickets as we see Stephen O'Keefe coming to the attack.
Yeah, great point of the innings to bringing him in. You got the field all back, so he can really, he can afford to lob it up there and sort of hope for something caught in the deep. Juzzy T says you can almost hear the Nuggets hashtag COVID champions t-shirts being quickly burned. Oh, do you think we're seeing like that time when the who was it playing the Heat? And was it the Cavaliers playing the Heat? And no, it wasn't the Heat. It was the Spurs and the Heat. And and they all ran. Ray Allen hit that 3 to put it to tie the game and then put it into OT, and then they went on to win the flag. Scenes. My boy Ray Allen. Absolute favourite player. No one was cooler than Ray Allen. But maybe that's perhaps what is occurring there. They're all like, this is at the home of the Golden Nuggets cricket. We're at windy Wellington. They would have had all of the press for the last few days. And look, you know what? Again, this one's beautifully struck over the top. This will be 4 runs. There's still hope in this game. Peter Hanscom can hit a dinger. Alex Ross, the sweepologist, they've got. They are there. They have the raw material, and on top of that, it's a flat deck, and you've got the best bowler in the world, in Pat Cummins. So it's not over yet by any stretch.
100%. Pat Cummins will be bowling 150, given a license. So yeah, it's definitely not over just yet. We have seen. Oh, that missed everything again. I was going to say Ashnaga, but Stephen O'Keefe. Just on point early. Giving away that boundary, but it wasn't a bad ball. And that one's just nicely played away into the gap. They might look for 2 here. No. Well fielded there. Might have been the big Stoin out there. So with many bowled out, it only leaves the real pace of Wildermuth and the big Stoin remaining. But that's the risk reward you take when you opt in for 2 spinners. So it looks like Marcus Stoinis will have to bowl probably 2 overs here in the back end. So they might just be looking to get through Wildermuth here and then cash in towards the back end of the innings, which isn't a bad idea given Stoinis' struggles in this competition so far. But a little bit of a lull here. Just both batsmen just want to get established. We saw it a bit last night as well. But Both batsmen just looking to try and ease the ship
Yes,
and
Kachin!
just be out here for the next couple of overs. As this, oh, gee, I thought it was going to be a catch. Usman Khawaja trying to get around. Won't get there. That's 4. And that's a good shot there. From Ross, was it? Yes. So he's off and running as well. Juzzy T, can you do a song similar to Ivan Etniar's but called Ikan Et? Oh, no. Ikan Et No. Ikan Et No. This one race away. Fielder's coming round. He's going to get there. That's great fielding there. Not too sure who it was. Saves a run there. An all-important run and a direct hit from to the far end. They're on in the field here tonight, the LT Great Chinos. So we're approaching the end of the 10th over here. 4 for
Catch
73. Prize for catch it, but just didn't carry there for Joe Burns. The only man inside the ring on the leg side there. So crucial that Hanscom remains out in the crease for the remainder of the Golden Nuggets innings. Pat Cummins can hit a few dingers. Jason Sanger, not known for dingers, but might be able to hang around. That's what's still in the tank. And don't forget Kelly brought up above Cummins for some unknown reason. As we see Stephen O'Keefe come in for his second over.
Catch!
Oh, the cries for catch it. There is a man out there. Well fielded. They're going to look for 2 here. Throw the wrong end. Oh, if they threw the other end, it was a certain run out. Oh, I think Usman Khawaja was out there. Just got his wires mixed up. Definitely would have been out if it went to the keeper there.
Yes, catch it!
Stephen O'Keefe keeps putting it up there. Tempting. Oh, there's a misfield from Lynn. They thought about a run, but no, thought better of it. Sock is just tempting them to go over the top. They have got fielders back though, but just baiting, and that's the confidence of the LT Great Chinos here, saying, you know, you guys have still got a long way to go. You've got to make some runs here. Is that we just dragged that one, but that's okay. Dot balls here. As we see that short mid wicket, that's been a factor for many teams, but the LT Great Chinos love to use it.
Yes,
Particularly to the
catch
spinners.
it!
Oh, as we almost called it live on air as they go for a run. This will be out. Oh my goodness. Another run out. Alex Ross, the man to go, as pericarditis signals out. Well, they were almost caught, Luke. They almost found out with the short mid wicket. But Usman Khawaja with a bullet for an arm straight in the hands of Stephen O'Keefe. And pericarditis is just doing the walk away from the bomb. He doesn't even need to look at it. That is out. And the Golden
The batsman
Nuggets are
leading the
in
field.
stride.
Run out for 11.
Alex Ross gone for 11. As we will see leading wicket taker in the competition, Jason Sanger, to the crease here. And the top scorer 21 is not... he'll need to triple that here. Or definitely double it at least.
Yep, catch it!
As Hanscom's trying to take it on himself here. 4 runs, pressure relieving 4 runs there. Hopefully that helps the nerves of Sanger just to get into the mode out there and just let Sanger know it's like, I'm still here, I'm still in it. Let's not give up here. 5 for 81. Last ball of the 11th over.
They get that sweep out there for Hanscom, but it means that Jason Sanger will face the first ball in the next over. You might see Glenn Maxwell bowling here, or Stoyne.
Change
Who's
of
it going to
bowling.
be? It will be
The
Glenn
captain is
Maxwell. There
going
you
with
go.
the spinner.
Thought so. Might be the case. And yeah, when Glenny's brought on here. So this will be the bowler that they'll look to target. Jason Sanger here. Now, a spinner himself. Oh, they've gone up. This might be very close. I think it might have trailed down leg side, and the umpire, Alex B, he believes so, but will they go for a challenge here? They're going to come into the middle. This might be very close. They are not going to challenge it. Well, let's have a look ourselves, because I think it might have strayed. It might be umpire's call on the leg stump here. Yeah, down leg, yeah. Down leg, missing leg altogether. So a great, Alex B, excellent LBW decision by him, and a great call not to challenge. As that one just reefed onto the onside. They'll look to run 2, you would hope, but they're going to save it at 1. Look, this is a reminiscent of last night's game for the El Tigre Chinos over the Mad Kents. Which, yeah, again, an interesting decision to bowl a second is one that I guess Aaron Finch will be asking himself, did I make the right decision? However, as we see a well left by Peter Hanscom, I don't know if that's going to get him home at this stage. But, yeah, you know, we've seen it happen with Glenn Maxwell squads in the end. You only have to remember back to the Melbourne Stars and the choke job that was the BBL Grand Final last year, was it? Was it last year's Grand Final? So who's to say that they won't get home here tonight? Juzzy Tate, can you do the Big Show theme song next time Maxwell bowls and bats? Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, this one's going to pop up in the air, but there's no one there. They're going to look to run 2. Well, that's good running, and they're going to need more of those if there are any chance here. 82 off nearly 12 overs. They're looking at 130, 40 runs off this innings, and that is just plain not going to be enough, you would have to think, with the firepower that this El Tigre Chinos team packs. As this one, you know, it will be stopped off. Look at the running though. They're gonna have to go back for the third. Oh, see, that's poor running. Really poor running in this competition. They need more than that. That'll be the end of the over. 5 for 100. 5 for 80. 86, I think it is, or is it 80? Yeah, 86. 5 for 86. Run rate of just a tick over 7. They're gonna need more than that.
Yeah.
As they're bowling spin there, that's a lovely nut there from Sock. Poor running is something a bear does. Fast break kid, get off. On that one, remember Burger King, proud sponsors of the El Tigre Chinos, VB and KFC for the Golden Nuggets.
Catch it.
As that one's chipped onto the onside there. It'll be picked up by Long on there. They're running a second one. Yeah, good running in the end. They're going to need more of that if there's any chance in this one, Tim.
Yeah, and we saw Stephen O'Keefe, his last over, just really toss it up and bait them to try and hit him over the top. And I think we'll see more of that for the rest of his spell here. As we live and breathe, there it is. May not get 2 there. Maxwell putting in some effort. Yes, and well cut off there from Maxwell. Gee, the El Tigre Chinos fielders are on tonight. Definitely saved, I would have to say, at least 5 runs so far. And 2 run-outs as well. So definitely on song in the field tonight.
Yep. Catch.
He's pitched it up. Cries for catch it. Oh, and a half volley. Oh, it was a half volley. Misfielded. Good effort. Maybe a dive might have seen it get there. I don't know how the AI works for dives in the outfield. I don't think it does any. But Sock, definite tactics from here to toss it up and say, mate, if you want to beat me, go for it. We've got the field set. You're going to have... Oh, that's so close. Kawaja again. Kawaja and Agar in everything in the field tonight.
Yes.
Not a bad comeback there. Probably hit just a bit too hard for the second, and they thought about it, but I think that was Kawaja on that side as well with the speed deals. Anyway, looks like it. Hanscom just surveying the field, loving the zinc job. Always a fan of the zinc job. So in for the final ball of his third over, the last ball of the 13th. That's a great shot. Flicked away. There is a fielder out there, but won't get around thanks to Tim's Good Food. If you want some good food, go see Tim. Also sponsored by Powerade there as we see the Big Show.
Yes,
Well, there's a big bad show tonight.
Keep it in.
It's a big show. Ah, there you go, Juzzy T8. So Hanscom here, 26 off 24. I think this might be the over. He tries to go over the top here. Good piece of keeping there. Pekoski did drop one early, but thankful not to cost them any runs. Dropping of the money man Marnus Labuschagne on 0. Got out next ball though, so lucky for him there. Has seen those crucial drops cost teams in this competition. But gee, Maxwell's bowling really, really well here. Must have heard the cries in the commentator's box. But 5 for 98.
Yes.
Oh, that's well played. You can see Maxwell wide of the crease there, trying to work the angles. This will be cut off. Gee, this is fantastic fielding. And they're not even going to get 3. Well, there's another 2-run save from El Tigre Chinos. So it's absolutely fantastic fielding here from the El Tigre Chinos. As Dane wants a Hulk Hogan theme. Well, what about a Captain America theme? Is it Captain America or Mr. America? Mr. America.
Yes, yes.
Maxwell tossing that one up as well. Hanscom, a notoriously
Okay,
late
visit.
player of spin. Oh, and thought about 2, but just not getting the timing right. Massive gap there. They really need to work on their timing to get the 2 as they pass 100 runs. So they're still going okay. 7.3, and that's a wide. Well left from Sanger there. So they're still in the hunt here. 150 still on the cards here. They're basically on track for 150 right now, so that would definitely be defendable. We know the Golden Nuggets have a better bowling lineup than El Tigre Chinos. As we see another 4 from Jason Sanger. So Maxwell just losing it there towards the back end of his second
Change
over.
of bowling. The medium
As we
pace
see
bowler
the big
coming
story
into
now,
attack.
he is the X factor here for both sides. Underperformed. I've been talking about everyone having their tournament moment. Pretty much everyone in El Tigre Chinos has had their moment, except for Marcus Stoinis. So will tonight be the exception? Does not appear so to start off with, but Luke, take us through this over.
Well, yeah, I mean, if there was ever a chance here, I think the game could be won or lost in these next few overs. I mean, Stoinis has not performed at all well in this competition as of yet. I think he has 1 wicket to his name for the entirety of it. And more than often than not, he's gone 4 runs. So, really, he bowled pretty alright. And look at that, he's only bowled 1 ball and he's out of gas. Well, if that doesn't tell you everything you need to know about the big Stoin this competition. As he matches that one alright. It was a bit slower. He's taking a bit of pace off the ball, 125. But it may not be that he's taking the pace off. Could be that he's run out of gas. As we can see that confidence there, the green bar now. He's got a bit of confidence about him, even though he's spent. There's that one straight a bit leg side. And there's been a bit of a mix-up with the running there. Looked like Hanscom sort of pivoted on his foot. Might have twisted an ankle, perhaps. Look at him. But able to get through for the single. Stoin hat-trick, Tim J. Stanton on the Twitch chat. Yeah, I don't know about that. But look, that would be a moment, would it not?
Yep.
Oh, and he's produced the edge. It's way too late in the innings to be having that gully field in there, so no harm in that at all. It will just be the 1 run, and at this point, a one run is almost not. It's not worth it much. They need to be going 4s. Dingers. Oh, this one might be. Yeah, it will be cut off in the deep. It will just be 2 runs. A good throw here though, and it's out. It's out. Oh well. Peter Hanscom. And guess who that is with the money, the golden arm? That's Usman Khawaja out there in the deep. I'm pretty sure it's Maxwell. There, I tell a lie. Throwing a left-handed throw from Maxwell from the deep to the stumps. Well, I've seen it all. I've seen it all now. The right-handed Glenn Maxwell has thrown from the boundary with his left hand to take the stumps. Oh, well, he's not even in the frame.
The dismissed
This has been a
batsman,
disappointing
run out
ending
for
to the Peter
34.
Hanscom innings. 35 off 32, 6 for 113, the fall of the wicket. It's not looking good for them, and that's brought Matthew Kelly has been brought up the order for the last few games, but he's given his opportunity tonight to see if he can't make any difference with the runs.
This is the deepest they've had to battle competition, I think, the Golden Nuggets.
Wait there.
So really, it's all unknown from here. Juzzy T, the impromptu Stump the Boys, a fan favourite segment on the Sporting News
Change of
podcast.
bowling.
How many players in the
captain is
ING
going
Cup
with the spinner.
or hit the ING Cup sign during his promotion in the Mercantile Mutual / ING Cup? Is it 2, 4, 5, or 7? I'd have to say A or B straight up. I'd probably go 4. But even then, I think 2 might be.
I think 2.
Oh, as we see potentially another run out. Wrong end. Well, I think I think it has to be 2 or 4.
Yeah, I don't remember it being hit 5 times.
Yeah.
I'd say 2.
Okay, well, we'll go with Luke here. We are saying 2. Juzzy T, we're locking it in. Have you stumped the boys? Waiting for a signal.
mean, like, it's a hard thing to do.
Exactly. It's very hard to hit the sign. Stephen O'Keefe just in for his last over here. Oh, and a play and miss.
The answer is 5.
The answer's 5. Well,
He stumped the boys.
it's a shame it's not on the podcast. That is the stipulation as counting as stumping the boys. As is, it's more of a top edge, but he's gotten it over. That's 4 runs. Jason Sanger does not look comfortable. Civvy_Joe saying, send that man a hat. No, that's not how it works. Stump the Boys has to be during a podcast episode. This is a live commentary of hashtag COVID Cricket 19. Oh, how did that miss everything?
How did that?
Stoyan can't believe it. He's trying to rest up here. Don't want to spend too much energy shaking his head. Might have been actually a bit of turn there as we see the last ball of Stephen O'Keefe's spell. Brought that mid-wicket in again. Not a bad spell. A bit up and down. None for 33 off his 4. Bowl better than what his runs show. But 4 overs to go. The big Stoyan coming on. He is gassed. He's got nothing in the tank. Let's see what happens this over. Jason Sanger's going to have to be the hero. He's been the hero with the ball. But he's going to have to do it with his traditional bat this time. Dane73 has to be during a podcast so they can Google the answer. No chance I'm putting hats up for grabs on live TV. Okay, double up, double or nothing. Here we go. Who's the first player to hit it? Vogue as well. Controversial. Graham Manu, Steve Waugh, Andy Flower or Shane Lee. I'd probably have to go Shane Lee. I feel like he definitely hit it.
Yep.
But I don't know if he was the first.
Well, those are some great names, are they not? I mean, Andy Flower, a legend of the domestic Australian competition, along with pretty much all of those boys. Shane Lee, though, talk about like being like a half decent cricketer and your brother being like just, you know what I mean, like better. Yep. David Hussey, the poor bugger had to probably. David Hussey had a career in his own. So did Shane Lee. Yeah, decent enough career, but he's no Brett Lee, is he? But either way, look, I mean, I'm going to go with you, Timmy, because I'm not too sure. I didn't realise. I mean, they all must have hit it. We're assuming those are the 5. So this will be the 5 that hit the sign. I want to say Graham Manu, and only because it would have been an 8 if he'd have hit it. You know, like how Manu from My Kitchen Rules. Like, I'm going to give it an 8. You're like, that's not how you say the word 8. So I'm going to give it, I say it's Graham Manu for the 8, but you're going to go Shane Lee. All right, we'll go with Shane Lee because mine's just a bullshit answer. No. Well, if it is, then egg on your face, my friend. No. Steve Waugh, well, thank you. Jussie Tate for putting himself out of misery. According to Shane Warne, he probably spent the 140 he won on himself because he's the most selfish cricketer ever. Did you win 140 if you hit the sign? There you go, Bungle Flyer! For the grand final, I have got your name right, I hope. Is it Bungle? Yes. Bungle Flyer, there we go. I'm very happy to say that that's the case. There is a cricket game going on, the grand final. This one might whip around, he will get there on the bounce. They're looking to run 2, he's throwing to the wrong end. Throwing to the wrong end. Half a chance at the other, not this one. Jason Sanger. Now, if you'd have said to me at the start of this match, Jason Sanger is going to be the man that's going to have to carry this team deep if there's any chance of a win here, I would have told you you're a dickhead. Yep. But here we go. He's got this. This might be 4 again. They might get around here in time, will he? No, it's going to be 4 runs. He's 29 off 21. He's socking dingers, Tim.
Well, so far, and just quietly, the Nuggets are still going at a decent enough rate, on target to try and get that 150. And with Pat Cummins and the superior bowling lineup in this matchup, 150 is definitely defendable. So they're still, going at it quite well, I think. There should be 2 here. Sanger's timing it well as Linney comes in from the fence. Not quick enough. Well, controversy over the price. Was it 50 grand, the Bungle Flyer saying? Dane saying it went up after each match is like a jackpot, didn't it? He's not sure. It's in the gap here, but this will be 2 as well. Good throw, but no. Maxwell standing in front of the stumps, which is really good strategy, trying to get a run out. Last ball here of the Maxwell over. And again, just chips. They'll be looking for 2. No. Hit well enough. But yes, 11 off the over. And there, 2 overs to go. 150 is definitely on the cards here. So it looks like it'll be Wildermuth and probably Maxwell or Stoinis to bowl the last over here.
Yeah, potentially the only ones left with anything in the kitty here.
Yeah.
But they've really done a great job here with Wildermuth. I think it's an excellent idea to bring him on here for the 19th. The idea being you've given him a lot of chance there to get that energy back up. You can see it's full and green. He's ready and raring, and see if he can't just knock out some of these players before the last over and give them an opportunity at perhaps maybe a Glenn Maxwell. So. Yeah, right decision, I think. Oh, that's got to have been close. Jeez, this might be out if he can throw it. He's not going to throw it. He's going to do the traditional two-handed slog at the end of his leg bias. Jeez, how was that not then? That must have been close. No one went up for it. I'm going to have a quick look there. Something must have hit him out going over or something. What was the story there? Maybe hit him outside off. Jeez, it was short, wasn't it? Yeah, it's going over, surely. Yeah, by a mile. That was the problem there. So that would have hit him right in the dick. Jason Sanger here, 35 off 25. He's top scored here tonight. Oh, that's out. That's gone pad first into bat, surely. They're going to look to run 2. No, they'll stay to 1. Well, he's run that one right into his crease there, making no chances, taking no chances. I thought that was bat into pad. Pericarditis, he says pad into bat. He says bat into pad. And it appears that that's what the Tigres are going to think has happened here as well. But we're going to have... Oh, it's gone down leg either way. No, it's... Well, then what? That's out. Well, oh no, Perry. It's a poor decision from the Southpaw out of Puerto Rico. That was plum as your mum. And well, I don't know if that'll have too much of an impact on this game, but maybe it will. As they look to run 2 here, Jason Sanger, he's been given a reprieve, but he's running with nothing left in the tank here. This is going to be close. Wow, 38 off 27. Tim, would you have liked to have seen that reviewed?
Well, definitely, but I think there was enough doubt there that because you thought it was pad on bat, Perry thought pad on pad, but definitely there was 2 noises there. We definitely heard them in the commentary box. So yeah, look, 141, 142 now with 7 balls remaining. That 150 target, they've scraped themselves from the barrel into a more than respectable total here with Pat Cummins that's going to be bowling 150 plus. 150 is going to be a tough score to chase down here. Prize for catch it'll probably fall short. Chris Lynn misfields, has a think about it. He was going under. Correct decision. It was missing under.
Change of bowling. The captain is
As the
going
big
with
Stoin
pacer.
comes in for the last over. 6 for 144 with 1 over remaining. He's bowled well today, but he's being cooked. Let's see if he can just get a couple of wickets and get a consolation sort of end to his fielding prowess in this competition.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that ball was what he was trying to do there. That field stacked on the leg side. I thought he bowled a little straighter, but that might have been a double bluff because that one was more onto the offside there. But let's see what he's got for the rest of this innings. Not sure if that was the best decision either to put Matt Kelly on strike. First ball of the over. But look, he's there to hit dingers. See what happens here.
Yep.
Yeah, see, that is just poor bowling to your field. Right there, he has given that one way too much to the offside, and that will mean 149. So they've crept up to that 150 mark here. The big Stoin given an opportunity, looking for that moment, for his hashtag COVID Cricket 19 moment. It might still happen. 3 balls to go. He has a chance here to limit it to under 150.
Yep.
And again, he's kept it way too on the offside for my liking. I'd want that a bit more straight. I'd almost ask him to go around the wicket and have a go at sort of bowling a little bit more of a negative line to this field. But you know what? That's his decision, and it's brought the man Jason Sanger
Yep.
on. And again, a poor ball. See, 2 offside, and again, not to his field. Hyundai, Mosaic Airlines, and Borange They're loving all of that, as that one has just been spanked through point. 4 runs. Tim J. Stanton thinks that Stoyner is on the take. Not get paid enough, maybe. Or maybe he just misses his man, the Love Cafe. Maybe it's without the Zamps, he is a bit like his Samson and Delilah, you know. Loses his hair, and, well, that's all over. But last ball of this game, a big 6 here.
Yep.
Oh, it's a 4. It's going to be a 4. That is not a great over there for the El Tigre Chinos. 24 off none for Stoinis there. Look, a disappointing way for them to end their innings, but for the Nuggets, they've put a level of respectability into this game. 158. Now, Tim, we've seen the El Tigre Chinos have a team, the Hooroos, at 4 for 17. They made 160, and that was chased down quite comfortably. The big difference being Usman Khawaja dropped early for naught, goes on to make 107. So again, I think you're absolutely right, and you're saying, as we're receiving a call from the team owner for the Golden Nuggets, let's just see. Jesse Gold, you're on the line. Thoughts early on in this game?
Not a bad result in the end. Not a good start, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
A few early wickets there wasn't ideal. Would have loved to seen Finchie really take it to them. Put the pressure on from the start, but
Okay.
You can always rely on the big man Sanger to come through, either with the bat or the ball.
Yeah, look, it looks as if this team of yours, they've put a lot of faith in the young fella. Is he a bit of a what's he like around the guys? Is he a bit of a leader, perhaps?
No, quite the opposite actually.
Oh.
A bit of a recluse.
Okay.
He's a nice enough guy, but yeah, just keeps to himself. Really, works hard in his own game and let the other boys, shine when they need to.
Sure. So, thoughts on all those runouts? It would have been something that was discussed in training prior to this game, but it seemed like there was a bit of miscommunication there. Was that something that will be spoken about at halftime?
Look, mate, heads will roll.
Okay.
Heads will roll for those runouts. We have worked hard on those during the week, and not good enough.
Okay. So I guess the question is, do you believe this is a pass score or one that the boys can get a score on?
Look, I think Paddy can come out. If he comes out and fires early, gets a few quick wickets, get some of those top order boys out, we should be fine.
Okay, all right. Well, still there. Well, thank you so much for your time. We're going to let you go. Any last thoughts before we do?
We have a sign up over on our dressing rooms at the basin that says "Winner, winner, chicken dinger." That's what we have. That's what we're looking for tonight.
Well, keeping in theme with the Dirty Bird. I'm loving that. Well, thank you very much for your time tonight. Team owner of the Golden Nuggets, Jesse Gold there. Thank you so much for your input. But Tim, your thoughts going into the second innings of this game?
Well, quite terrified, to be honest. It's been from 4 for 57, and Hanscom, their last recognised bat, being out in the 11th over. For them to get anywhere above 130 is a fail. So Jason Sanger, 48 from 31. He crept up there. Slow start from him. And Kelly just did a job with him, but those 3 runouts really cost him probably 20 or 30 runs. Juzzy T, just a bit late there. Can you ask team owner Jesse what he thinks of umpire pericarditis giving his batsman out without even watching the game? Well, what about the LBW? That was clearly out. That was given not out. Okay, now here is the matchup. This is what they paid their money for. Cummins versus Khawaja. The run chase is on here. Oh, and a solid back foot drive on the onside. It won't go for 4. I'll look for 3 here. Should get it. And that's a good early signs from Khawaja. He's not going to back down here in this grand final matchup against Pat Cummins. 146 already. So Cummins is fired up as Joe Burns. He's generally been second fiddle, but has had a very impressive competition so far. Definitely exceeding expectations. Retains his opening spot in this matchup, as that's just pushed into the gap there. Brilliant running from Joe Burns. So off to a decent start here, but it's only been 2 balls, so let's not go crazy. Bungle Flyer, that's a formidable batting lineup, it is. But the X Factor, again, number 6, Marcus Stoinis. If there's wickets dropped early, so that's brilliantly played through the leg side. He'll only get 1, he absolutely smashed it. If there's any sort of collapse like we saw from the Golden Nuggets, it's going to have to be Marcus Stoinis that's going to step up, and he's done nothing this entire tournament. So the LT Great Chinas are hoping to kind of shade him from the pressure here and get off to a decent start. Oh, and there's an edge there from Burns. That was just too quick from Cummins there. And Cummins is feeling it early. He's got the wind at his back. Been given a license here to take those early wickets. Oh, and Burns backing away there. Cummins will be loving that. As we see our first hat. How's hat?
Finally.
Yep, Cummins definitely feeling it here. He reckons he's on top of Burns early.
Yes, catch.
Oh, and
no.
and we've seen
He's
a
done
top
it again.
edge. This is his specialty. 4 runs.
What is this?
I wouldn't back him in, says the Bungle Flyer. Who's the Big Stoin or Boo Earns? Because I've been saying Boo Earns.
Well, it just seems like Joe Burns has got one shot in his arsenal now, and that's to miss it and sky it altogether, and for it to run away for 4 runs. But none for 9 off the first over. Jason Sanger here.
Yeah, catch.
Interesting decision to leave him on as the second choice bowler here. Look, this is where they own. They know their place. You know, this is their home territory. But 4 runs off the first ball. He's got that one all wrong. See whether or not he can. He's got to get more on the offside. That field is stacked, and he's bowled it again 2 leg side this time though. No run given. So Usman Khawaja again looking pretty strong early on in this game. He's 8 off 4. Eight off 3, I should say. No, 8 off 4. I was right.
Yep, catch it.
Again, he's gotten way too leg side there. This is poor bowling from the young fella. And he will. As you can see, it'll come up in a minute. He's already got less than half of his stamina. He needs some pickle juice, perhaps, Tim, because of that innings batted earlier on in this game. So maybe that's another reason as to why it seems to be a little bit better to bowl first, because your bowlers then don't necessarily need to lose as much stamina, but then it's vice versa. As this one's chipped over the stump, but it's still 2 leg side for mine when you're bowling to that field. So he's got to change something. I think Aaron Finch might have to come up and have a word. There's 2 more balls left in this over, but they're already none for 18. Going at a great clip here. They desperately need a wicket, the Nuggets. That one's dug into the deck there. No run. Bundle Flyer saying some hurtful things about Stoin. Well, I'm not going to say that out on television.
Yep.
So you can see that. They got the field there. Maybe he just feels a bit more comfortable to the right-hander there. That seems to be more of his line. But that's not what you want out of a bowl. You want him to be able to bowl to both left and right-handed. And that's, I guess, got something to do with why he is a part-timer. Juzzy Tate says, one thing I hated about junior cricket was having morbidly obese umpires that made you basically bowl from off the pitch just to get past them. Like it was almost a conspiracy, given the competition was sponsored by KFC. I still think about this. I'm not a crackpot. Several threatening mentions to the UN. Another hat chat there. Yeah, one above the shoulder. Pericarditis, the southpaw out of Puerto Rico. Maybe on the questions whether or not on the take after that horrible LBW decision, as this one smoked through the covers. Well, Joe Burns, he's not going to be left wanting here. That's going to run away for 4 runs. Yep, just batshit. Sponsors of that wonderful shot there. And Tim's Good Food. If you want Tim's Good Food, talk to Tim.
It's good food. I only put my names to things that are good. Joe Burns, not afraid of Pat Cummins here. As soon as I say that, probably caught. No. Through the gap there. 4 runs. I was a bit nervous there. Shooting my shot thanks to Hyundai. Also paid for my car. Thank you very much, Hyundai. The silent sponsors of LT Great Chinos. If you want a car, you make it Hyundai. And the 3rd man out. Oh, and Joe Burns has been backing away to Pat Cummins, particularly on the short ball there. So Cummins looking to exploit that, and that's a great length to bowl at to Burns. Oh, a genuine edge there. Just, again, really good length. It wasn't there to be hit, and Burns still trying to, push the envelope there. Got the edge. Just unlucky it didn't carry. So none for 27 as we approach the end of the third over here. Oh, and this looks absolutely plumb. I think this will be out. A given not out. Pericarditis again. Well, I thought this was out. Aaron Finch thinking about a review. No, not reviewed. Well, let's have a look at this. Oh God, it looked like it was going to be out for sure. Bit of an optical illusion, but Burns just not picking up the length there. Trying to, push that envelope and go with Kawaja here. Oh, well, he hit it for a start. Oh, it looked a lot worse than it was. Going down leg, says the Bungle Flyer.
Right on.
Now, Paris, he's the man that they want to be targeting the LT Grey Chinos in here.
Oh, well, that is wonderful to know, Farbreak Kid, that your mum is well. Well, it is good to know, and I hope she got that 50. So, Joel Paris, I should say, has bowled well in this competition in the finals. Oh, wow. Usman Khawaja, he has been slowed down a little bit here. Joe Burns has soaked up a couple of balls, speaking of Farbreak Kid's mum. And Joel Paris, he's bowled okay during the competition, but he really bowled well the other night. So they hope, oh Jesus, just as I've said it, the big shot over the top of extra cover, 1 bounce 4, that has been Usman Khawaja. He might actually go, look, I don't want to crown him, but he has batted exceptionally well, and if he's able to get his team home tonight, he may well take home the crowning of the competition. I think that's the MVP. It may well be MVP. I mean, a lot of the games from the ETC have relied on his wicket, and look, after being dropped from after being dropped by George Bailey, he has not looked back, just making big time scores since. And look, it looks as if that's going to remain tonight. He has smoked that through square leg. Jeez, that is a lovely shot. Love to see that. None for 35 off nearly the end of the fourth, and they are cruising at a rate here. Usman Khawaja, he's got all the stamina in the world.
Right.
As that one just gets stopped there at short cover. Tim, you must be proud of your boys so far. They would have trained well throughout the week to get to this point.
Again, we said this last night, job not done. Job ain't finished. So Khawaja didn't get that many runs in the semi-final and that's out. Alex B aggressively gives Khawaja out. Now, we did say the matchup between Aaron Finch and Usman Khawaja, both out under 30. So there are going to be other players that play a major role here. Starting with the man who's about to enter the crease, the Big Show. Khawaja's tournament is over. Out for 21.
Batsman is coming in at number 3. Change of bowling. The
Chris
captain is
Tremaine
going with
in
the medium pacer.
for the Nuggets here. Juzzy T in the fight for best cricket commentator. Can you both go at least 1 minute without using the letter E in anything you say? Winner is the winning sports talk guy.
Wait.
Well, we already know who the winner is, so that's fine.
I do know who that is. It's
Yes.
I yeah. I don't know, does that count? I'm done. I'm out of here. Another 4 runs here. Joe Burns, he's going to have to up the ante here. Glenn Maxwell, the Big Show. I am the motherfucking Big Show. At the other end, yet to face a ball. But Joey Burns, he has nothing in the tank here. Chris Tremaine is going to have to do some exploiting. Remember, we've got 2 more overs before the field goes back out. And they've only got 1 wicket here. They need more. They need more wickets. Bungle Flyer. Can't pronounce anything correctly. It's not fair. Yeah, Luke can't. You're not wrong. I have enough struggle as it is pronouncing the English language. As that one's cut into the dirt there. I'll look to run 2. They will get it. Yeah, quite easily. That's not good fielding there. I think that's been a bit of a difference so far, as the fielding was so exceptionally good. Good for the El Tigres, they stemmed at least 10-15 runs in the field, and that may well be and 3 runouts. So this one's worked down to third man. I'll say that he meant that. 7 runs so far off the over, and Joe Burns has given now Maxwell an opportunity to see Chris Tremaine for 1 ball. Yeah, look. Look, both of these teams have been very good. You know, either could take out this run as this one smoked through cover. That's going to be 4 runs. Glenn Maxwell, he's not here to fuck spiders. He's here to win comps and sock dingers. Justin Tate says, I've got a fever, and the only prescription is more Baker's Delight. I don't have a cowbell. Weirdly enough, I have a lot of other shit, but not a cowbell.
Yes.
That one's flicked off the pads expertly as well. Joe Burns, they're going to look to run 2 here, and they'll get it easily. Keeper, yeah, it's Chrysler keeper. That would have been out too. As we've gone into the 6th over now, at 1 for 48. You've got to say the upper hand at this stage is definitely with the Tigres. Pending a major collapse, they should be able to get home from here. And now that I've put the mocker on them, well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see, because it is really primed exactly in the same position that the Melbourne Stars were in that game against the Renegades. So, hoping that Glenn Maxwell, hope there's no PTSD for the young fella and he's able to get a job done here tonight.
Yeah, 110 from 15 overs. Sounds good, but, again, anything can happen. Maxwell just playing a cautious hand there. Timothy J. Stanton in the chat saying Maxwell will get out for under 10. Well, wouldn't surprise me. I agree with your sentiment. Is that a potentially drop catch here? Let's have a look at this. Well, this could have been the chance. Let's have a look. Yep. Yeah, that's a drop catch. Oh no. Joel Paris. Well. Well, we've seen drop catches cost El Tigre Chino opponents in this competition. Well, and can Maxwell make them pay? That's the question now. Marnus wasn't. Yes, that's right. Marnus unable to cash in from his chance early. Maxwell given a life from Joel Paris. Is Timothy J. Stanton legitimately nervous in the comp box or hiding it well? I think it's hiding it well. And Bungle Flyer dropped the comp there, son. Well, you missed what happened earlier in the innings with Marnus Labuschagne. He was dropped on naught. Naught from 6. And then got out his next ball, thankfully. So it didn't cost him anything. But in the previous game, the last game of the regular season, George Bailey dropping Usman Khawaja on 0. He ends up getting 107. Bailey got them there. Paris will get them to the title. Wow. Default. Juzzy T's claiming El Tigre Chino is winning the competition by default, Luke. Your thoughts?
Well, it is the 2 best words in the English language. As I think this is Tremaine, brought on for a 2nd over. He's none from 11. He's going to need a bowl much better if there's any chance. I'd almost at this stage I would be thinking about bringing back Pat Cummins. You've got here an opportunity to really break the game open, and if you let it go through with these not part-timers, but these second fiddle bowlers, you're going to find yourself with nothing for Pat to bowl through towards at the end of this game. So, if I'm Aaron Finch, I'm thinking about bringing him back for maybe an over. Just to see the difference, or maybe trying something different, throwing Sanger into the mix. The pace bowling just hasn't seemed to have done. This might be out. It is caught. He's gone. He's got Joey Burns. 25 off 20. And look at that. Just as I've said it, Tremaine, the second fiddle. Well, given an opportunity, we've seen a couple of those caught over the top of the back tonight. Ashton Agar contributing in that fashion, but the same shot. That same trying to hit that right over the top of extra cover. And Sanger, there you go. He's got a hand in something tonight. That's Joe Burns gone 25 off 20. He's 2 for 53. The Tigres, Tim.
The right-handed batsman is coming.
Can you shout out to the random people watching who never comment? Might be a bit shy. Well, shout out Adriana Marie XS. Ariana Marie XSS. Don't be afraid to get involved in the Twitch chat. Ariana.
She's my fan.
One of the Luke fan members. Yeah. Oh, there you go. One of Luke's OnlyFan followers. Well. Chris Lynn, captain's knock. Again, hasn't been called upon to do much this series. Here is his chance. Oh, jeez. Well, I might be giving the mocker here, but Chris Tremaine, nothing in the tank here last ball. Can we see a no ball or something like that? He's given it all for his team here tonight, and he's bowled him! Chris Tremaine knocks over the captain, and Chris Lynn has to walk. Massive chop on. He went the big show, got the no. And our Tigre Chinos are in a similar point to the Golden Nuggets. 3 for 54. Well, this game has turned on its head in the space of a couple of balls. Luke, Travis Head, can he be the man to get the Tigres home here tonight?
Well, he's almost going to have to at this stage. Next in is the big Stoin, is it not? So after that, well, gosh. I don't like putting the mocker on people. And, as we see this one guided down to third man for one run. 105 required off, or 104 off 77 now. And well, this has turned itself on its head. Chris Tremaine, 2 wickets in the 1 over. That's what you want to see in these tight grand finals. You don't want a one-sided event, and it looks like it might. It's just on a bit of a teeter here. For the Tigres, though, they're going to be hoping that they can steady the ship here, these two. They're obviously able. Oh, no! As we see an overthrow. Oh, that is a knife in the heart, in the dagger in the heart of all fans of the Nuggets. Who's this from the deep? He's gotten overzealous and just given that it might be, I don't know, that is actually out there, but he's throwing it and this, oh dear, that is 5 runs off Matt Kelly, and he will be fuming. This one, look at this one. This will come at the head, surely.
Yes.
No, he's gone the Yorker. Yeah, clever bowling there. Yeah. They're going to look to run 2. They'll keep it to 1, but that is such a heartacher. You never want to see that one. How's the Serenissines? Not a bad call there, Juzzy Tate. The Serenissines are pretty good. As 98 required off 75. Oh, geez, that's got to be close. This might be going over. I'm not too sure here. No, and Alex B has said not out. They must review. They must review. And they don't. They don't review. Oh, well. Whoa, scenes. Here we go. It's hit him and like going over the top. Yes. Yeah, good call out there. Nice work there. Aaron Finch. The steely decision making there.
Yes.
And that's a lovely shot returning serve there. Just the 1 run though. But a few off this over already has meant that, look, what it would have otherwise been an excellent over here from Kelly, would have only had 3 off it, but unfortunately that overthrows has cost his team. And that'll be another single to finish the over. Not a bad one, none for 9 off it. 3 for 63 for the Tigres. This game well and truly on the edge. Not sure which way it could go. It really comes down to these 2 batsmen here. These 2 get out. I think that's curtains. Chris Tremaine here, though, given another opportunity with the ball.
Yes. 2 wickets for Tremaine. He's the informed bowler. Given 1 more, but he is at the end of his tether here. So, but high risk, high reward. The game is on a knife edge. Bungle Flyer. He has had to depart. Just getting a text message from him, his support. He has to go. Let me know how I go. Thank you very much, Bungle Flyer. Cries for catch it. Let's pick the gap. That'll be 4. Glenn Maxwell, thanks to Just Batshit. On a bit of a roll here now. Trying to take advantage of Chris Tremaine's fatigue level here. Would like to see a no ball or 2 as well.
Yeah.
But he has bowled well, Tremaine. 2 for 19 off 2. And that's a good comeback there from Tremaine. Not too much Maxwell could have done with that, given third man and extra cover out on the fence. Juzzy T8, I really hope this game ends in bias. Well, so do I, because that would mean that we would win. What a way to close out the comp. Well, Juzzy T8 did call for a super over.
He did.
Luke, do you happen to know the stipulations if there is a tie, as we see a Montreal mishap?
Yeah, I think it comes down to both captains end up in a knife fight. Is the actual stipulation. We made that based on the fact that we thought it would never happen. So we're just hoping and praying that doesn't occur tonight because, well, I think my money would... I'm not sure, to be honest. Who do you think would win Twitch chat between Aaron Finch and Chris Lynn in a knife fight? Tim, your thoughts?
Well, I'd have to back my captain in Lynn. But I have a sneaking suspicion, given the basic nature of this competition, that the home team would win. So I think
Right
as we
there.
see the lights on
there's
here
the
at the
no ball.
basin, and there's the no ball. It was called upon. What a way to close it. Or Maxwell tactically leaving a length ball with a single. Yes, we saw that. He's known for that in the Big Bash, where he ran down the pitch, left it to Josh Layla, and middle stump went crashing out of the ground. One of the most iconic moments of the Big Bash and Glenn Maxwell moments as he tries to go the long handoff. It's called off the free hit. Well. Not much you can say about that because he was trying to just hit it as hard as he could. So, but good fielding, saving at least an extra run there, potentially saving 3 extra runs. So, 87 required of 66 as we see Matthew Kelly throwing hand grenades here. 9 runs off his first over, but we are right on the run rate. Yes, you're right there, Luke. So, I think this game is genuinely 50-50 at the moment, Luke. It's I think 1 wicket or a breakout over of, let's say, 13 or 15 really opens this game wide open. What's that? A 23-run gap between runs and balls required. Always, you always want to see that coming down. And Maxwell hits it straight to Jason Sanger. We did say a wicket would change the game entirely, and it has. Maxwell gone for 16. His tournament is over. Matthew Kelly, great first over. And Maxwell just trying, again, pushing that envelope, trying to get him out, but
Player departing the field. Caught out.
has to
for
depart.
16.
Timothy J. Stanton said under 10. Well, 16's just about there. Either way, it's a disappointment. And here comes Marcus Stoinis. He's under the most pressure out of anyone in this competition. This is his WrestleMania moment right here.
Oh, no ball.
And that's a no ball, was it?
Yep.
Well, it was a great first ball. Given a free shot here, this could work in Stoinis' favour. As Juzzy T says, Lynn has Saber-looking eyes. Like if you were to meet either of them in the dark alley, Lynn's the one you'd expect would shiv you for your money and your half-eaten kebab. I think it's the lack of hair. Well, you could be right there. And again, a catch off a no ball, so at least the fielding is tight now for the Golden Nuggets. But Stoinis, you can't say given a life, because again, he was trying to hit it as hard as he could. But it's out there as Kelly is cooked. 2 balls remaining in this over. It's going to have to be Stoinis and head till the end here.
Oh, as we see that, they might look for second here. No, that will just remain for 1 run. Well, we said that 1 wicket would open it up. I think you are now at a true 50% chance now. I think it was 1 wicket would make it 50-50, and we are right on it. 1 wicket here pushes it definitely in the Nuggets' favour.
Yes.
A big over here pushes it back towards the Tigres. So, look, you couldn't have asked for a better grand final, to be honest with you. 4 for 76. We're chasing a lowish score, and Marnus, the money man, Marnus Labuschagne, unable to contribute with the bat today, but he's bowled pretty well. He is the lead wicket taker for the final series with 4.
Yes.
We'll see what he does here tonight. That was not a bad ball, and look, a single isn't such a bad thing. It just another wicket here and it's all over. But Marcus Stoinis, he's just plotted that onto the onside through mid wicket for 1 run. And that's Travis Head now. He can bat to spin, and they can see the field. The field's all out on the leg side. They're looking. Oh, geez, is that out? Is that caught or LBW? No, they're not going to go up. Well, it must have been going over, surely. Yeah, they're not going to review it. We can have a quick look on the big eye, though. I think it must have been going over. Yeah, it's hit him in line. But that counts. Oh, no! We've got 2 for the game. Yeah, it's Plum. Oh, no. Oh, well, Alex B and Pericarditis have both had 2 howlers in this competition. Will that have any ramifications in this scoreline? Oh, well. What's cricket without a bit of controversy, am I right? As another dot ball here. Marnus bowling well. Travis Head, I can't believe that. 2 LBWs not given out and not reviewed. Well, that field all out in the deep. They've got the men out there on the leg side. He's going to chip it. Oh, it's just to the right of short mid-wicket there. They're only going to get 1 run. 4 balls off it, only 2 so far. Marnus bowling very well here, Tim, you got to say.
Jazzy T8, part of the reason I write such long comments is that it makes you have to say it super fast to get it in before the next ball is bowled, but inevitably you can't do it, and in times when it feels it clashes, a point like we're going to end up ruining your flow of commentary, and it's great, and that's 4 runs. Marcus Stoinis. Marnus Labuschagne bowling a good over so far, but able to pick the gap there. Weatherall, gee, I mean, a bit of a dive there might have saved some runs. 77 from 55, so the run rate, the required run rate, just creeping up there a little bit. As the Stoin tries to go long handle, they might look for 2 here, and will get it. That's good running there. So 4 for 84 off 11. Current run rate, we're just about there. Just creeping under, but Kelly in for his 3rd. He's bowled really well, but he is towards the end of his stamina. We'll be looking to utilise that as we see. Oh, there's a run. There's been a mix-up. Oh! What was the keeper, Peter Hanscom, doing there? That should have been... No, he ran back. Oh, they did run 2, but Stoinis ran about 4 there. And pick up, they might look for 2 here. No, just doesn't beat the fielder in at mid-on there. So three runs from this first 2 balls, so that's okay.
Yeah.
2s and 1s should be okay, but they need some pressure relieving boundaries. Mid-on and mid-off both up here.
Waiting.
Ooh, Stoin was looking for it, but good length there from Kelly. Just brought it back there. Saw Stoin backing away there, looking to free up the arms and go over long on. And that's another great ball there. They've gone for a single. And that's potential for overthrows. They've run another overthrow. Well. The fielding, we've pointed a couple of times out in the LT grade chinos for good fielding. There's been a couple of misfields here for the Nuggets as we see that gap between runs required and balls remaining down to 20. So it is going in the right direction, but maybe not as quick as they would hope. Juzzy T, I heard the Stoin had some real off coffee this morning and it's currently tossing up whether or not to run off for a shit or just let it go on the pitch. Big decision to be made. Could be the season riding on his bowels. Wow. Bit of inside knowledge, and that's a no ball, and this might run away for 4. No, just didn't have the legs there at the end. They're going to go for 3. This could be close. No, good running there, so 3 and a no ball. It's Travis Head, known dinger. Oh, well, no, it'll be the big Stoin, actually. Could this be the breakout he needs? Look for him to go over mid-off. Oh, and that's a great free hit ball from Kelly. So 1 for 23 off 3. He's cooked, so we may not see him for the remainder of the innings. As Marnus Labuschagne. Travis Head will be liking this, hitting towards the spin. And obliges. That'll be 4. Very safe shot there for Travis Head. Just hitting with the spin. Square leg up in the circle. That's definitely going to be the gap or the shot that he looks for in this over. And that's a better comeback from Labuschagne. Well, they were thinking about 2, but Sanger in on it there. 1 run there. So that gap now down to 14 runs required versus balls remaining. Let's see what the big Stoin has here. That's a nice drive. He's picked the gap, but he hit it too well there, Luke. And Alex Ross there able to just pick it up. No run.
Yes.
Too short there, and Stoin just able to play the safe game there. They've had the boundary off the first ball, so no need to take major risks now. Just plod along. A boundary in 1s and 2s as the 100 is brought up in this 13th over. 59 required from 45 balls.
Yep.
Evenly poised this match as Head tries to turn it around the corner. 2 runs. Might look for 3, probably won't get it. They don't go for it. 2 runs for Travis Head. He's going along very nicely here. So that's 57 from 43. So that gap's still going down. But will they have enough time? Look at this leg side field. Oh, Head was looking for it, but Labuschagne just able to take a little bit off it there. Good end to the over for Labuschagne. 8 off it though, which is
Change of
about par.
bowling. The
As we
captain's
see,
going with the medium pacer.
the wicket taker, Chris Tremaine, now into the attack for his last over. He's still low on stamina. I thought they might have brought in Sanger to give the pace bowlers a rest. They've done a job for their team. As a Montreal mishap from Marcus Stoinis gets this over underway. 56 required from 41 deliveries. It is tight. It is very tight. I'd still give the advantage to the Nugs.
Oh, really?
Yes, Luke's saying the El Tigres have the advantage. I think 1 wicket here, it's all over. So that's why I think it's the Nugs. I think there's a lot still to be played, and 1 ball will change this. The Nugs, the El Tigre Chinos need a good over,
Yes.
not just a good 1 ball. So Head just playing the percentages there, the typical 1-day shot down to third man. Don't forget to get involved on the Twitch chat, guys. Don't let Juzzy T take up all the airspace. Who do you think's got it from here? 55 required from 39.
Yeah, I like to think that everyone's giving Juzzy Tate some space to write his next paragraph in the Twitch chat currently. But yeah, look, this game, as you say, look, at the moment, I think it's back towards the Tigres. If these two, obviously, if they're there at the end, then Linny is holding up the trophy. If it's not the, oh, what a ball! If that's not the case, well then yeah, absolutely. I think the Nuggets go on with it, and that is just a great sign of a great competition, and one that these two teams are the best. Oh geez, as he's just clamped down on that Travis Head. He's been really good tonight. 26 off 20. Looking excellent. Stop raging on Juzzy T, says Dane73. We're not raging on Juzzy T. He's still on the draw here. Okay, righto. As we see here, Marnus Labuschagne, he's bowled pretty well, but remember, 8 runs will get them home from here. So his 8 run, is that one not a wrong? It looked more like an arm ball, but it's a no-run one either, and they just need them. They need to put some pressure on here, get some dot balls, try to look to make him go over the top, maybe give this one a bit of loop. See what he can do. Yeah, and that's a reverse sweep, and they've gone up. I don't know why. I mean, of all the ones tonight, yeah, that is not out. I don't think that's even worth looking at. No one is interested in that. Stoin just needs the runs to get some runs. Yeah, that's got to be a wide, surely. It is, yes. Pericarditis, the southpaw out of Puerto Rico. Stoin just needed the runs to get some runs. Oh, I see. Right, like the duty to please the booty. Oh, is this one scooped? And there it is. That's the relieving pressure boundary required. They've brought the man at fine leg a bit more square and to their detriment, but that's the sign of a classy player. If Stoinis can get his team home tonight, I'm not sure if... Oh, look. Before tonight, he was Limp Dick player of the tournament, but gets his team home tonight, he might just give himself an opportunity to get off the bottom. This is going to be 4 runs again. The big Stoin showing that he's still got it and able to do it when in those big time pressure moments. That's 44 off 32 required. You got to say at this stage the pendulum swings back towards the Tigres as Marnus Labuschagne has gone the journey in this over so far. 2 to go.
Yes.
That's a better one, but there's no man there at mid-wicket-ish, sort of mid-on area, and they thought about a second, it'll just keep it to 1. They need wickets. If you're a Nuggies fan, you are desperately hoping for a wicket here. The Golden Nugget, sponsored by KFC, remember. That huge, look at this field. They've just given him the leg side here, so he's pitched it on leg. That is awful bowling. The pressure of the competition getting to him. Travis Head obliging, 31 off 21. It's looking like it's going one way. Look, we've had a bit of ebb and flow here, Tim, but as we see Sanger brought in, and this is a desperate attempt at this stage to try and stem some of this flow.
Will we see Pat Cummins? Where's he? I would have bowled him that previous over.
Yes, yes.
Oh, as that almost was out. We've seen that shot missed plenty of times. High risk, high reward. As you can see the run rate go up. That's the 50 partnership between the big Stoin and Travis Head there. So now good ploy to get Head on strike here, and they've only got 4 on the leg side to a leg spinner. So great bowling there. That's what he's going to have to do, but Head might be looking to move across that off stump and get it in. Huge play for Sanger here, Juzzy T8, yes. 100%. Oh, and that's a wide. Well. I think you're right, Luke. Trying too hard, so the gap now is 8. So this has been a big turnaround in the last couple of overs. And that's gone straight out. That'll be a single. Almost a misfield. They thought about a second. And good. It's getting tense out there. You can feel it. Wide's being bowled. Miscommunications running between wickets. But again, I still think 1 wicket can change this matchup.
Waiting.
Stoin tried to get it through that big gap there. Just unable to do so. Hit it straight to the fielder. 35 required from 26. Well, teams have lost from here before. That's 100%, including LT Great Chinos. That's an absolute gem. I would say that's the best ball of the game so far. Could that be the spark they need here, the Nugs?
Catch it!
Oh, and that's a poor delivery. No one back on the leg side. This will run away for 4. That's a disappointing end thanks to Hyundai GJ Gardner-Holmes. What does that equate to? And here we go. Pat Cummins, he's got 2 left. I thought he only had the 1 left. Wow, he's going to be bowling the 17th and the 19th here. This is the over, ladies and gentlemen. This is it.
Yes, catch!
Oh, great bouncer, but Travis Head able to navigate it. Well, they thought about 2, but, well, this is it. Pat Cummins, they've left him for 2. What a tactic from Captain Aaron Finch here for the Golden Nuggets. He's first round draft pick. He's the man. So they put it all on his back. I think it's a great decision. And it worked out because the bowlers like Kelly and Tremaine, they were taking wickets. They were able to save Cummins for the end instead of having to use him in the middle overs. We both here in the commentary box would have definitely had Cummins bowled maybe the 11th or the 12th or something like that. But patience is a virtue. And Aaron Finch, the master stroke here. 29 required off 21. Gap back out to 8 now. This is huge. This is an excellent, and what a fitting way to end the competition here with, the competition's, one of the competition's best players putting it on his back here and dictating terms. Oh, and that's Luke thinking it was an LBW. I thought it was going to be a catch there to mid-wicket. It just fell short at the half volley. Oh, lucky to get away with that one in both instances there, Travis Head. The big Storm, what can he do here? Mid on, long on, and he's got it over the top just. Will it race away for 4? Oh, the big Storm. Is this his WrestleMania moment? Golden Nuggets 92. Nerve-wracking stuff, Timmy. Well, look, I thought it was excellent captaincy from Aaron Finch to put him in at the end here. It might have been too late. We'll see what happens. But again, that 1 wicket could change it. As we see a great run there from Stoin. Just keeping the pressure on the fielding side here. As Joel Paris, he's bowled well. They were able to keep Cummins until the end here. So it looks like Paris might bowl the 18th and the 20th here. Luke, take us through it.
Yes.
Oh, this one's going to drop short. Yeah, it will. It's going to just fall short of the man. That deep extra cover there. 1 run, 22 off 17 required. A wicket here, and it is cat amongst the pigeon stuff. But look, you got to say that LBW decision not to review, well, it is going to come back to haunt him as this one is dribbled through off the bat, maybe perhaps. Juzzy Tate, would you ever say you never doubted the Stoin, Tim? Well, I think Tim would say that he doubted him the whole damn time. Up until about... Oh, this one just beats the ball. This looking for two here. They will get it nice and easily. Jeez, that is poor running in the field. And that is going to be... Oh, it was good backing up there, showing a bit of heart after all of the issues they've had. 20 off 15 required. You just never know. If Paris can snag one here...
Yes.
Oh, that could have been it. Oh, well... A Montreal mishap. That could have easily have gone back onto the stumps. Just another one run. If he can get through this unscathed anymore, it does leave Cummins with the next over and an opportunity to win the game. He's kept that on the... Great bowling. That Yorker outside off stump. Excellent bowling there. 19 off 13. The run rate is fallen away a little bit more. That big offside field there. So you're going to be expecting these... Yeah, good bowling. That's exceptional bowling. If he can keep this line, one more ball left in the over with Pat Cummins. No, it's Pat Cummins' opportunity now. Oh, well. Tim's crowning him. The Nuggets have got it if you ask him.
Yep.
As this one's this is going to be out. It's caught, it's gone. Oh, no, Travis Head's gone. The Nuggets, the pendulum swings back towards him, and Paddy Cummins, the masterstroke that was Aaron Finch, keeping on for the last ending to the end of this match. Well, it seems to have worked a treat because Pat Cummins, the $3.1 million man, again, someone who hasn't performed very well in the competition itself, or to a standard he would have wanted. Big-time players, big-time opportunities, make big-time decisions. And Tim, geez, you're going to need a bit of a miracle at this stage. Will Pukowski, haven't seen a lot of him with the bat.
Haven't seen many from 6 onwards. I did say that last over. Yep. Well, Cummins got nothing left in the tank, but that last over, those dot balls from Stoin have really put the pressure on Head to do something, and he just tried too much. And here we are, 19 from 10. In my eyes, it's over. You can crown the Golden Nuggets. The El Tigre Chinos need a miracle from here. Oh, I should have left that for a wide. They might get 2 here. I think they're going to have to go for it. They do. That's poor fielding from the guy at third man. Pat Cummins has given it all for his team here. He's got 3 balls left. Tim in commentary right now is basically Gus Gould in that 26 Origin series. Brett Hodgson.
Yes. Catch it.
Useless. Oh, and a no ball for 4. Oh, well. Here we go. Could this be the breakthrough? When Brett Hodgson, useless Tigers player, threw the Lockie intercept. Well, this could be the moment. This could be the Hodgson. Free hit here. Oh, he's gone. Could this be 3 catches of free hits? They thought even about a second. Oh, it's all happening here. 8 balls remain, 11 are required. Here we go. Come on, this Stoin. Cummins, 2 balls left. And that's great. Has it picked the gap? Could they go 2? No, it'll just be the one. I thought. Oh, and those overthrows. Oh. Well. That'll be 9 off 7. 1 ball left in Pat Cummins' tournament. Can he get Will Pukowski out here? He's given everything for his team.
Yeah. Catch it.
And that's 4 runs. Oh no! Pat Cummins, he had nothing in the tank. He took a wicket at the start of the over.
No.
Completely changed. 5 required. Can Stoinis be the hero for the Tigre Chinos?
No run.
Oh, and no run. Oh, here we go. It's all happening at the Wellington Basin Reserve. Here we go. 5 off 5. Stoinis versus Paris. This has been an excellent end to the competition.
Yes. Catch.
And that's over the top. Is it going to be caught? Oh, it's over the top. Marcus Stoinis. He's done it. This is his WrestleMania moment. His tournament moment. Marcus Stoinis. Can you believe it? He's done nothing all tournament. He's cost the Tigre Chinos 2 or 3 games. But this is one moment. Scores a level. And he's done it. Marcus Stoinis. Oh, what a turn of events. Marcus Stoinis brings up his 50. And the El Tigre Chinos have won the hashtag COVID Cricket 19 in the last over. What a match, Luke. Talk us through it. Oh, and they've been presented the trophy. Liddy holding up the trophy. Look at that. The team loves it. Get around the team song. Oh, Marcus Stoinis. Unbelievable. Done nothing all tournament. Bagged him every single game. And the man of the match, the big dick energy player. He's the player of the tournament. Give him everything. Marcus Stoinis, what a fantastic end to the competition. And the El Tigre Chinos are winners. Luke, your thoughts on an incredible match?
Oh, I'm just glad that we got the spectacle that the punters deserved. Marcus Stoinis hasn't done it, as you've said previously, nothing in the competition. You were hoping for his moment, and he got it. Incredible stuff. Player of the match, you've got to give him the big dick energy moment of the game there. There was a couple of contenders, but look, the decision, Pat Cummins, 1 for 39. He bowled much better than that, but just ran out of gas. And that's meant that and the exploitation of Stoinis there. Well, I hope they're all as good as that. And Tim, you have been crowned as the inaugural winner of the hashtag COVID Cricket 19. It means no one gets a hat. So this is really a big win for the podcast. Tim definitely wants to get the Stoin up here to buffing. There's no allegedly in that one. I can tell you right now, buffings will occur. The Spanish geniuses, the decision to bring in Will Bukowski with no experience with the wicket keeping, or at least not in any of the his recent games, appears to have pulled off his 6 from 2 integral. But look, what a game. Just one for the age, an excellent showing, and why we bloody well love this competition. This will be the end of the competition, however. Remember, we are only doing this during the hashtag COVID Cricket 19. We're going to have to wait for the next pandemic for the next one. Who knows when that'll occur. God, we've seen, so we've had some good times. We've had some laughs. And just happy to have seen a great game in the end. Let's have a quick look, though, at what happened here in the runs. So Usman Khawaja taking out the number one run maker of the final series with 97. Look, difference making right there. And for the bowling, it does remain as Marnus Labuschagne with his 4 wickets from the other night, and Joel Paris here with 3 behind him. The Nugs were the 3 best bowlers of the competition. What do you know? Glenn Maxwell and Joel Mennie way down the list, and they were able still to get a job done. Well done. Yeah, we're real happy, guys. That was an excellent game and an excellent competition. Really happy to see what happened there. So, look, until next time, I've been Luke Gold. Tim Stanton, final thoughts.
Well, first of all, thank you to Luke for organising this competition. Round of applause in the Twitch chat for Luke. This was his idea. I had no idea what he was talking about, but the second he showed me, what this competition was about, I was 100% on board. Thank you to all the team owners for their support throughout the competition, the infamous draft, all the way through to the grand final here, as the applause come through for Luke at the moment. Thank you to our friends of the show, OTDab1, AJ9 Wood, Jason Sukmiov, Rita Skeeter, Benny G, Juzzy T8, Dane73, Opening bat 14, Epi's Key, Civvy Joe, OT Alt, Doots Lord, my burner account. Thank you to all for your loyal viewership and listenership. I think that pretty much wraps it up, Luke.
Yeah, I guess
that's it. It's been a great season. We've had some excellent moments, some controversial moments. And what better way to finish than a last over grand final. So Luke, I'll give you the honours. You are the creator of this competition. You can sign off. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, thanks everyone for joining in and going along with this silly idea and making it into what was definitely bigger than I ever thought it would be. And look, next time we run it, hopefully, there may be interest for other teams. There could be an expansion. There may not be. Who's to say? But either way, we'll run this again at some stage or another. Back when there's another lull in proceeding. Juzzy Tate asking for the Baker's Delight theme song to play us out. Looking forward to the culture catch-up, says Dane73. You are not wrong. Yes, there will be t-shirts involved for that one, surely. Juzzy T, for you, mate, I will do anything. You know that. So for the Baker's Delight theme song to play us out, thank you all. Remember, this has been Sporting Woods broadcasting for the hashtag COVID Cricket Cup. Play us off. Oh yeah, that's the fucking shit. Thank you to all of our sponsors. They've been wonderful. We've had VB4X, The Dirty Bird, Hungry Jacks, Orange, Tata, couldn't forget Tata, surely not, and everybody else enjoyed on this wonderful competition. Fightbreaker, do you have them on speed dial? What the fuck? Yeah, man, of course we do. Oh, there we go, we got a little bit of extra on this one, that's right. Who doesn't love it? I mean, it's not the jazz version, this is called the classic, but again, we will see you. Good night!